had a big comeback. Tie-dye is back, but this, today, it's all about ice dye, isn't it? Is that right?
Apparently tie-dye so last year. Apparently.
And today we've got the lovely Georgina Burnett. She's going to show us how it's
Could
done.
it be anyone else?
How is it done?
Right, well, we are actually going to start with tie-dye, because even though it's last year, I still love it. I've got my tie-dye dress on
Oh,
here.
it looks lovely. Did you do it?
Knocked it together this week, you know, as you
I
do.
love it.
And with tie-dye, you get a very kind of clear pattern. So that's the difference with ice dye, which I'll show you some ice dyeing stuff in a minute. That's all tie-dye stuff behind you there, Dermot.
Ugh.
The little ones, my 6-year-old did. So that just goes to show how easy it is. Yeah. So that's the tie-dyeing. So let's start off, because I want you guys to have a go at the tie-dyeing. Yeah. I've got a baby grey there for your little boy, Dermot, and I've got a T-shirt for your little boy, Alison.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to do what's called the bullseye. I'll show you how to tie. I've pre-tied yours. So this is a napkin, and I'm just going to take it there, and you put elastic bands to create these little sections. And yours are wet. Now, the reason I've wet them is because the dye then merges together, so you get this lovely kind of colours. So it ends up looking a bit like that, or like your one there. So now, if you take your dyes, you're going to do a different dye on each section.
Oh, OK.
And really kind of be quite generous with it. Cover each section. Doesn't matter if you go on to other bits, because actually the great thing about tie-dyeing is there are no proper rules.
Do we go all around?
Yeah, each section, do a different colour on each section. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, yes, all the way around.
It myself.
Oh, yeah.
It's messy stuff, which is why we're wearing gloves.
Oh, yeah.
So then whilst you're doing that, because we're going to look at that at the end of this feature, I'm just going to open out one that I made earlier. And so that is what
It's amazing.
the bullseye looks like at the end of it.
Yours are quite good. I'm getting right involved. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love it.
So the thing is, even though it looks a little bit messy, no offence, Alison, when it comes out, it'll be a really, I
like blue. I want the main.
OK, all right. It'll be a really interesting pattern.
Shall I take it off now?
No, leave it. We're going to leave that until the end of this feature.
Right.
So moving on to, by the way, you then leave that a few hours, and then you're going to rinse it with cold water.
Right.
And then you'll sort of see your pattern. So the ice dyeing, if I just show you this sheet, which you could use as a tablecloth or as a picnic blanket, this is done with ice dyeing. This one is actually the kaleidoscope pattern, which I'll show you in a minute. Other ice dyeing, just kind of very sort of easy, where you just put the ice on it, are these bags here. So it's very random, quite kind of dreamy. This T-shirt as well here.
So easy, isn't it?
It is.
That's how you did tie-dye.
The lovely thing is that you'll be amazed at the patterns you get at the end. So this one is called the bloom pattern here. It's a little bit like the kaleidoscope. I'm not sure if I've got time to actually show you how to do it, but if I just very quickly fold this one here. So if you go across there like that, and then you fold it to concertina it like that, and that's how you get that lovely sort of kaleidoscope pattern. But I want us to actually get on and do the dyeing here. So I've already put the ice onto here. So you need a drip bucket.
Yeah.
Very messy. This is just a drying rack. What do they call? Cooling rack, isn't it, in the kitchen? I don't do much cooking.
Do you, Kate?
And you put your ice on top of it like this.
Yeah.
You then take powder dye for your ice dyeing, and you're literally just going to sprinkle it over like this. Now, we won't get to see the effect of this today, unfortunately, because you want to leave this for quite a long time, and that's the difference between ice dyeing and tie dyeing as well.
So it just melts through.
Exactly. You want to leave it for at least...
You don't put any liquid on there. It's just the powder dye.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so they're the same dyes. It's just we've mixed them with water
And do you put a lot
tie-dye.
on, or...?
It depends what you want. If you want a really subtle effect, then you'll put less on. But if you want really kind of striking colours like that one there, then you'll want to put a bit more on. But the idea is you leave it for quite a long time so that it's all soaked through and the colours have merged through. Right, guys, time to take your elastic bands off and see...
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
So this
and then, just to finish up, then you just let that dry and then that's it?
You don't even need to let it dry.
There's mine.
Leave it.
Oh, I love it.
Look at that, you see?
I love it.
That is really cool.
Thank
you just want to
so
leave
much.
it till all the ice has melted and it's kind of come through on the ice. But as you can see, with tie-dye, you would normally leave it a few hours and they'd merge together a bit more. But that still looks good, doesn't it? Wow, you're going to have a psychedelic baby.
That's not dissimilar to what he brought up the other day, to be honest.
I was going to say, it's going to hide the poo stains, so...
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Georgina.
Thank you, Georgina. That's
Pleasure.
brilliant.